Thank you, madam. Thank you so much for speaking to TaxSutra. First of all, congratulations for the impressive speed and the efficiency with which the Global Exchange Forum has moved over last 2 years. The result and the outcome has been just amazing, and that too with a relatively small secretariat of 22 people. The Berlin conference, which is happening in just a couple of weeks, is considered to be a most significant in this step. If you could tell us what is going to happen in Berlin conference and how it is going to change the global system.
Thank you so much for your compliments. Yes, the Berlin meeting is really going to be probably one of the most important meetings for the Global Forum. One of the important meetings was the 2009 Mexico meeting, when the Global Forum was set up in its present form, and we launched implementation of the standard of exchange of information on request. So what has happened in the last 5 years is that this standard has kind of achieved stability. We've put in place a robust peer review process which are proceeding and which will be completed in 2015. In the meanwhile, the developments in automatic exchange of information have happened at a very fast pace. So the Global Forum last year decided to undertake the implementation of this standard as well. And in the upcoming Berlin meeting, and so in Jakarta they decided there are two pillars for international cooperation: is exchange of information on request and automatic exchange of information, which are complementary to each other. And so that's where they are the foundations of the international cooperation. So what is going to happen at Berlin? There are two main things that are going to happen. The first thing is that on exchange of information on request, it is felt that the standard has to be updated and revised, and the key proposals that the Global Forum will be looking at: one is, should we have beneficial ownership as part of the standard for exchange of information on request, because that was a request made by the G20 countries for us to look at beneficial ownership. So there is a proposal before the Global Forum, should be included in the standard on request, and also the update to Article 26 of the OECD Model Convention. And so these will be some of the key proposals they will be looking at, to revise the existing terms of reference or the standard, to start a new round of reviews in 2016. So that's one pillar, which is exchange of information and request. The second pillar is automatic exchange of information. And in this meeting, Global Forum will see probably an announcement of a political commitment by its members on implementing automatic exchange of information and a timeline for implementing the same. There are many initiatives that are going outside the Global Forum, but at this meeting we are expecting more than 70 to 75 Global Forum members will commit to implementing automatic exchange from 2017 or 2018 at the latest. So that's going to be very significant, and it will also start a peer review process very soon for making sure that automatic exchange of information is also implemented effectively.
Okay. Yeah. India has been one of the key advocates and has been raising its concerns over lack of exchange of lack of information.
Right.
How has been response from India through this process, especially in your initiatives?
Yes. Well, India had taken a lead in this initiative right from the beginning. In Mexico, when the Global Forum was restructured, India came forward, took the lead. India is in this 18-member steering group of the Global Forum. India is the vice chair of its peer review group and has been very active in pushing forward good practices in exchange of information. With regard to automatic exchange of information also, India has taken the lead. India is one of the early adopters which have committed to implement the new standard by 2017. So in that role, I think India is pushing very, very well and very forward, and hopefully we see India entering into agreements with the various other treaty partners to commence exchanges very quickly.
Right. There has been a discussion on FATCA since its implementation. India is also in a sense affected and has implemented changes in the law.
Yeah.
OECD is developing a new standard on automatic exchange of information.
Yeah.
So how will eventually do you see both standards converging, or will it operate in parallel? EU is also looking at a similar initiative.
Right.
How would it pan out?
Well, the whole move towards automatic exchange of information, the catalyst was FATCA. So in that process, but FATCA is primarily a US legislation, and the US is engaging in exchange of information with its partners through its Model 1 IGAs, which are the reciprocal IGAs. Those are likely to continue. The US position is that they will still continue with the IGAs, they will not negotiate new agreements. And but they have also made a political commitment to eventually have equivalent levels of reciprocity even within their IGA partners. So that system is going to continue. Somehow US will exchange with others under that system, but hopefully that system will start to look more and more like CRS. And meanwhile, the CRS is a globalized FATCA, so to speak, so that will be there. The EU has also recently, yesterday I think, or a couple of days ago, yesterday they have declared that they will also be implementing the CRS as part of their directive, and they will also be starting in 2017. So in that sense, the good thing is that most of these initiatives are merging together towards one single standard, so which means less burden on banks and financial institutions, less confusion all around, and one single standard which goes for a truly level playing field.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a very India-specific question. Two jurisdictions that, for various reasons, India has been watching for: Switzerland and Cyprus.
Right.
Specifically on Switzerland, I heard in the session where you were on the panel about some initiatives, some announcements that happened in the second week of October this month. If you could just share about what is this announcement and what is the impact for Switzerland as a jurisdiction?
Yeah. Well, Switzerland has also announced that it will start doing automatic exchange of information. They've given a timeline of 2018. They will start negotiating agreements with the European Union, the EU, and they've given some category of jurisdiction who they will prioritize, including jurisdictions with whom they have trade links, and some which offer regularization or amnesty kind of schemes. And I do understand that India is in conversation with Switzerland to quickly enter into an agreement with Switzerland to implement automatic exchange of information. And so the talks are ongoing. We hope that these talks are positive, and so India gets to benefit.
Yeah, and Cyprus is a second jurisdiction. We saw a sort of hardening stand from India's side last year.
Yes.
Incidentally, you mentioned in your panel that Cyprus is one among the 4 countries which has been categorized as non-compliant in your peer review.
Yes.
So what happens next vis-a-vis Cyprus specifically?
Well, Cyprus, you rightly said, Cyprus was categorized as non-compliant, that its exchange of information practices are not effective. So the next step for Cyprus is to make the changes that it's been asked to make by the Global Forum and come back and ask for a supplementary report. We are awaiting that. They cannot ask for a supplementary report till a year from its previous adoption of the report is over, and I think that is likely to be over very soon. So in the meanwhile, I hope that they have been making the changes, and they will come around and demonstrate to the Global Forum, including its peers such as India, that they have actually made the changes and information is now flowing. So and then it's for the Global Forum to decide whether they think that Cyprus has done enough or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, madam, for your time and speaking to us, and wishing you good luck for the Berlin conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.